Hi guys, I am back with another video. I'm here to discuss our Caribbean culture and the push and pull factors that caused the Indians and Chinese to come to the Caribbean. Have you ever wondered why our Caribbean culture is so rich and diverse? Well, our Caribbean culture is as a result of immigration. Our ancestors are all immigrants who left their country and came in the Caribbean region to settle. The Caribbean region is also described as a melting pot of culture. Our Jamaican motto is testament to that, where different people from different ethnic groups with their own culture and way of life have impacted the Caribbean and making it one people. The first set of immigrants in the region were the Amerindians. This group included the Taínos, Aztecs, Mayans, and Caribs. They sailed from South America in dugout canoes to the Caribbean islands. The next group of people that came to the Caribbean were the Europeans. The first set of Europeans that came to the Caribbean were the Spaniards. Christopher Columbus ended up on the shores of Hispaniola in 1492. He later returned to Spain and came back to the Caribbean with some Spaniards and settled. The English and other superpowers of the world soon learned about Spain's wealth that they have gained in the Caribbean. They wanted their share of land. In 1624, the English came to the Caribbean, took control of St. Kitts and Nevis, and took control of some other Caribbean islands. The English captured Jamaica from the Spaniards in 1655 and started their sugar plantations here. This was when the slave trade really began. The English would fill their ships with goods and went to Africa, traded them for slaves, and came to the Caribbean. Those slaves would then work on the sugar plantation, chopping cane to make sugar, rum, and molasses. The same ships that took the slaves to the Caribbean would then sail back to England with sugar, rum, and molasses. That is how the triangular trade was. Ships went to Africa with goods, traded them for slaves, came to the Caribbean, and went back to England with goods. When slavery was abolished in 1834, the English needed workers for their sugar plantations. At this time, labor was very cheap in Asia, especially in the countries of China and India. The English offered the Chinese good packages for them to come and work on contract here in the Caribbean. Now, there were some push and pull factors that caused these Chinese to come to the Caribbean. Push factors. What do you think are the push factors? Well, the push factors are the reasons for somebody leaving a place to move somewhere else. And the pull factors would be the reasons for somebody wanting to come to a place. At that time, the farmlands in China and India were very barren. Nothing could grow on them. Some of these people were living very poor lives. They wanted a new life. So they were pushed out of their country because they had to pay very high taxes. The lands were barren and they needed a new life. What pulled them here though? Well, the English told them that they would have an opportunity for a new life. They would get a good wage. And there's a lot of natural resources for them to use here. The English persuaded the Chinese and the Indians to come to the Caribbean for them to work on contract. Do you think that life was easy for the Chinese and Indians when they came to the Caribbean? Well, like you said, no. It was not easy for them. They had to face the very harsh weather conditions that they weren't used to. After the indentureship period finished, a lot of the Indians and Chinese stayed here in the Caribbean, setting up shops and opening their small businesses. Some of them went back to their homeland as they could not deal with the living conditions here. Do you think the Indians brought anything with them to the Caribbean? Yes, they brought with them their own culture, own food, own style of clothing, everything. So remember, the push factors are the reasons for somebody wanting to leave a place, while the pull factors are the reasons for somebody wanting to come to a place. So the push factors for the Indians and Chinese leaving their country was that life was very hard for them, right? They had very little to live by. They were facing famine on their land. Now, the pull factors, they saw an opportunity for a new life. They were promised very good wages, and there's an abundance of natural resources that are in the Caribbean. So those are some of the reasons why the Chinese and Indians came to the Caribbean to work on contract. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.